Hello and welcome to the Wheelie Good Travel Guide podcast. My name is John Fletcher. Like many of you, I'm a disabled traveller who loves discovering the world from a different angle. In this episode, we're going full on glam with a look at some of the accessible things you can see and do on a visit to the tiny principality of Monaco. Monaco is situated on the Côte d'Azur. Surrounded by France, it is the second smallest country in the world after the Vatican City and is probably best known for its glamour. Think of Monaco and you probably think of film stars, fashion models, the casino and fast cars. Every year, this small country attracts millions of visitors, whether it is for the day or to stay. But how accessible is Monaco for the disabled visitor? The Principality of Monaco has made accessibility for its disabled citizens and visitors a priority, and they are constantly making improvements to their infrastructure to create a more accessible environment and experience for disabled people. One of the great things about Monaco is that there are a variety of ways disabled visitors can get around the Principality that are wheelchair accessible and accessible to anybody with a disability. All the Monegasque public buses operated by CAM have ramps and most can be lowered to help people with limited mobility. The buses have a wheelchair space and there are seats reserved for people who have difficulty standing. For passengers with visual impairments, the buses have audio announcements, and for hearing impaired passengers, there are screens indicating details of the next stop. If you are visually impaired, you can obtain a remote control that switches on audio description of the information screens at the bus stops. The water bus is a quick and easy way to get between Monaco Ville and Monte Carlo. It is also a great way to see the yachts of the rich and famous. The jetties are accessible via elevators and the boats are wheelchair accessible too. Monaco taxis do have wheelchair adapted vehicles and taxis suitable for people with reduced mobility. It is important that you inform them of your access needs at the time of booking. Now, there is also a specialist accessible taxi stroke vehicle operator called ATA Monaco Mobilité, who provide adapted vehicles. So let's take a look at some of the accessible attractions that you can visit in Monaco. The Monaco trackless train by Monaco Tours has got to be one of the most fun and best ways to see the Principality. The train will take you along the main thoroughfares and you will see all the main sites. One of the trains is specially designed to be accessible for wheelchairs, and it is advisable to book this attraction in advance. The Oceanographic Museum of Monaco was opened in 1910 by Prince Albert I, originally as a science and art museum. Today, it is home to one of the world's most important museums, dedicated to the world's oceans. The famous diver and filmmaker Jacques Cousteau was one of the first of the curators of the museum. Today, it is home to over 6,000 specimens, including a shark lagoon and home to a sea turtle rescue and treatment centre. Most of the museum is accessible. However, there are some areas where it is inaccessible to wheelchair users, particularly the lower ground floor. Wheelchair users can access the museum at the outside cash desks, and guide dogs and assistance dogs are welcome. Monte Carlo is a place where fast cars and glamorous cars are everywhere, so naturally the late Prince Rainier had a fascination with them. He was an avid collector of cars. His collection is located on the Terrasse de Fontvieille, and the collection consists of around 100 classic cars. The collection is accessible to wheelchair users with lifts, and there are accessible toilets as well. Now, it may seem a little odd that a country without a navy actually has a naval museum, but it does. And it is a wonderful collection of artifacts from ancient times through to modern times, and models of ships too. The museum is wheelchair accessible, and disabled visitors do need to request access via the exit. If you are a football fan, then a visit to the Stade Louis II football stadium is a must. It is home to AS Monaco, one of the top teams in the French league. If you want to see a match, then there is accessible seating available. They also have wheelchair accessible guided tours, but there is no access to the changing rooms for wheelchair users. The stadium also has a swimming pool with accessible changing rooms. The Zoological Gardens were founded in the 1950s by Prince Rainier and is home to 250 animals across 50 species. Now, whilst it is actually situated on the rock face, believe it or not, it is remarkably accessible to wheelchair users, as it has gentle slopes throughout. Monaco Cathedral is an impressive Byzantine-style church that was built in 1875. It houses the tomb where Prince Rainier and his wife, Princess Grace, are buried. Visitors with a wheelchair can gain access by using the Saint Jean-Paul II door at the side of the cathedral. Visitors are asked to dress appropriately. The Casino de Monaco is probably the most famous casino in the world and is the main source of income, along with the associated hotels, for the Principality. It was built by Charles Garnier, who also designed the Paris Opera House in 1873. It is worth visiting the casino to see the famous opulent gaming rooms. These can be accessed by the elevator in the main entrance. There are accessible toilets by the Buddha Bar. As you can see, Monaco has plenty to offer the disabled visitor, whether they are visiting for the day or enjoying a stay in the Principality. So, there we go. Have you been to Monaco? Did you enjoy it? And what did you see? Drop us a comment in the comments box below, or comment on our social media posts. We'd love to hear what you think. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give it a like and share it with your friends. And please, if you have not already subscribed, please do subscribe. It's free. Don't forget also to check out the great accessible travel deals at wheeliegoodtravelcompany.com. That's wheeliegoodtravelcompany.com. So, until next time, don't forget, keep on rolling.